Hi guys, I'm Muskan from Muskan Studios and welcome to this brand new episode of VFX Breakdown. And today I'm going to break down my 3 weeks of hard work. So let's dive in. Basically, this idea got into my mind when I was working on the Dynamic Missions project, and I also started this project with making a character, and I also modeled some clothes for him and also his hat. After that, I textured him in Avnod Renderer and I rigged him in Mixamo and gave him awesome motion capture data. After that, I started building the foreground. I made the ground texture with road texture and also a muddy wet texture. And I mixed it with the Dizzy Vipers Puddle Map Volume 3, and he also released Volume 4. If you want it, check in the description. After that, I moved on to add some minute details and some objects to the foreground. Since I like modeling, I tried to model a lot of objects, but still to save a little bit of time, I used some little bit of assets from Megascans and CG Trader. I used some assets like the dog in the mid-ground and the rocks, cone and barrels, and I also made my own rock and some cylindrical gas cylinders myself. And to get some imperfections, I used Displace Deformer and I textured them with procedural texturing. So if you want a detailed tutorial on procedural texturing, comment below. After that, to tell you guys, I modeled M416 to tell some fight has been happened there. That I modeled 2 buildings and kept in the background to add more details and tell a story, and I got the building textures from textures.com. After that, I modeled some telephone poles and street lamps to add more details to the scene. And after all of this, the right side and left side of the scene is too empty and it doesn't have the green, which means vegetation. To add a lot of vegetation, I added some pine wood trees in both sides and also add some dry grass and some green grass to the scene. Then I added a car in the scene to mention from which the character comes from. And first I kept the Black Panther car, which I made for another video. Check in this channel itself. But I used it in a lot of projects, so I plan to model a new Jeep. So I grabbed some reference images from Google and put it in PureRef and just started modeling the car, and hope it looks great. And I textured with some kind of gradient, look like an army vehicle, and it's just a simple process to add some dirt and everything. After working on this project for 2.5 weeks, I move on to the most crucial step, which is lighting the scene. I first light it with the HDRI and place the sun to the right of the character, and it looks great, but I'm not having the dramatic mood of the scene. So I added a flag from the left side of the character to create some shadows, to create some dramatic and some cinematic scene. After all the hard work, now it's time to click that render button and wait to render it out. I rendered it with the Z-Depth Pass to add some atmospheric smoke and the overall fog. So that's what we are going to see in following steps. After 2 days of rendering, I started compositing. First I added the fog, as I said, and then I added a CQ color grade, which is just playing with the basic correction, and I dragged the midtones to the blue and I dragged the shadows to some kind of orange or yellow. After that, I added a subtle film grain to dirty up our render, and I think it's finished. And now it's the grand reveal of my 3 weeks of hard work. I have worked a lot in it, and just go and watch it and tell your feedback. Pretty cool, huh? Just tell me if you like it and tell me about what you are thinking about this scene and your assumptions. Actually, at exact time, today I'm 1 year as a 3D artist, August 7th, and this is the render I made last year, and now we made this render. I'm really proud of that, and I would thank all of you guys watching this video. If you learned anything guys, just use these points in your render and make some cool 3D art, or not only 3D art, make your own art, and consider subscribing. Peace.